Welcome to the podcast. I'm Nick.
I'm Sam.
And before we get started on today's show, make sure you subscribe to never miss another podcast. We're going to be doing this weekly. So, make sure you're subscribed and locked and loaded. Let's get into it.
We finally begin. You know how many times this has taken us?
Yeah, this is about probably our 20th take after messing around with audio levels and trying to get it perfect. And obviously, you can still hear the office lights.
Definitely what
After
that
all,
is.
yeah,
You
we
know,
are
this
in
is
the
pretty
office.
sweaty business. I started with like a full fur coat and like big bushy pants, and I'm pretty sure I'm down to just my long johns.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But they are pretty cozy. I got like a picture of me on there, also wearing my long johns.
Your
So-
long johns are like self-printed with your own photo on them.
Yeah. So, anyways, how are you today, Nick?
I'm pretty good. I'm excited to finally be starting this shit since we've been trying to do it now for it's gotta have been like a couple months since we first had the idea.
Yeah, we've been brainstorming. Clearly not very much.
Yeah, we were just before we decided to start recording here. We were looking at podcast names. We were just doing podcast name generators, and couple of good ones were coming up.
Couple. Pretty sure they were all the best names.
Yeah, like the Nick and Sam show. That's a good one.
Very classic. Gets right to the point.
Yeah, gets right there. Or Happy Hour. That's another good one. You know, just the good stuff. I was trying to pull up a list, but I can't get to it right now. So, yeah,
I don't remember any of them off the top of my head. There was something like Nick and Samaholic.
Nick and Samaholic. Yeah, that's a good one.
Nick and
So-
Sam Experience.
So let's talk about some recent news, some up and coming news. I'm sure you've heard.
My mom is dead. Anybody knew my mom? Her name was James Charles. She's just not doing too well these days. I say she's dead, but she's dying, I guess I should
She's
say.
definitely dying.
She was, how old was she? Like 15 million or something?
About 15 million, yeah.
No,
About
she's-
15 million years old.
Now she's down to like 13 million years old or 12 million.
No, she's she lost like I don't know 3.5 million.
Okay, guys, if you couldn't realize, I was very coy about it. We're talking about James Charles, not my mom.
Since James Charles is a sexual predator that likes to prey on straight men.
You know,
Like a
James Charles,
snake.
he actually came to my house, and he ate my empanadas.
Speaking of James Charles, I don't know if you've noticed, Sam, but literally any YouTube video that you click on ever now, all the comments are like, James Charles has kissed you, like to undo. How do you feel about that?
I've never liked so many comments.
I don't even watch the video anymore. I just scroll through the comments,
I
making
can't
sure I like
not
them
click
all.
on any video because I can sense when they're there now. I look at a video, I'm like, oh, James kissed me in this one.
That's pretty good.
I just, in all honesty, if James Charles wants to come give me a peck, celebrities, I mean, I can get some leverage out of that. My new video,
That's
James Charles kissed me, for real.
James Charles kissed me. James Charles planted one on my lips.
Planted a wet one right there.
Sounds terrible.
Give me a big
Oh,
sloppy
man.
smooch.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about some local stuff here, just for the local listeners. Have you heard about the drag races?
There's drag races in town. Is that happening up again?
There normally is drag races every single year. However, this year they got canceled. Yeah.
I remember some people saying like, if people want a drag race, go to a track or something.
Yeah. Well, like for I don't know, this has been going on for like I want to say like 20.
It's been popular. They closed down whole
20
roads and
years.
stuff
yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
they closed down like so for the first like I don't know. I'm saying 20 years, but I could be completely off. For the first I can't speak at all. For the majority of the beginning, they were at the airstrip here in town, drag racing, because it was like the only place where you could fit the like amount of spectators and still have like the long enough track to actually drag race cars.
Do we have an airstrip?
We do, yeah. It's out at the lake.
Oh, that explains it. I don't know how to get
yeah.
there. I get lost and I end up in the woods. And
Yeah.
get
However,
lost.
due
Scary.
to I don't know if it's the owners or shareholders in the airport, they're like 3 years ago now canceled it from being at the airport, so they moved it down onto the main road there down by the mill.
As one would say, what is it called? Airstrip?
Airstrip, yeah.
They're a bunch of duty heads.
They are a
That's
bunch
it.
of duty
I
heads,
said
yeah.
it. Said the D word.
There we go. But yeah, there's a bunch of angry people because the drag races, which bring a lot of money to this town from tourists, they got canceled this year because the road that they normally have them on is not big enough to hold the amount of tourism, like spectators. So people are blaming the mayor.
Who's our mayor right now? Is it Gord Johns?
No,
No, he he ran for mayor. I think.
it's not Gord Johns. It's Sherry or Shari Minions. Yeah, yeah, Minion
That's
Banana.
right. That's you.
Yeah, no, but her husband posted something on Facebook. Either I think it was yesterday morning about how somebody came up to their house and dumped a bag of garbage on their lawn
Whoa.
because apparently the mayor canceled the drag races, even though she had nothing to do with it.
Wait a minute. That might be littering.
It is littering. It's definitely littering.
Definitely.
Yeah, and he's got security cameras too, but apparently it didn't capture it because it
Wait,
only
is
captures
Minions
the
a
door and
man?
the windows. Yeah. Well, no, there's two. Like the wife,
Minion.
Shari Minions, is the mayor. She's a female, and then her husband Colin.
That's a pretty
Somebody
dope
was
name.
bitching about him on Facebook, saying like, "Oh, I didn't realize we have co-mayors now," because her husband was addressing the issue, which I just find so fucking stupid. But yeah, you know how it is.
You know, speaking of not actually the mayor, there's this man that I believe you know quite well,
Oh yeah, Gary.
Gary.
Speaking about Gary,
Yeah,
I'm not
ran
gonna
for
say his
mayor.
last name here, just because I don't want to get into any trouble. But yeah, his name's Gary. He
Gary, if you're listening, hi, love you.
yeah, how's it going, Gary? Gare Bear.
Thanks for your
Uh,
support. Leave a like and subscribe.
Yeah, let's just say he ran for a political figure. Uh, ran to be a political figure. Ran in a political campaign. There we go.
I don't know if
That's
you
the
need
word I'm
to
looking
hide
for.
this much.
I don't know. But anyways, he likes to post stuff on Facebook for sale. And anytime he does, I try and find the posts and I lowball the shit out of them. Like just completely fucking insane lowballs. Like not even justified at all. I'll try and find one here. I'll let Sam take over for a few minutes while I'm scrolling here.
So I guess it's just up to me now. Okay, so fellas, and maybe ladies, and maybe in between. I got a fun story for you. Who knows if it's true? I guess that's up to interpretation. Maybe one day I was messaging my parents, and maybe one day, they gave me their views on homosexuality. Now we've all been there. We all know how great it is and how epically, how much fun it is to have same-sex sex.
To bend the other way.
To give a little smooch to the other side. Uh, but both my parents share a similar view, which is gay demons. Now, if you don't understand, basically, it's demons that
For gays.
you catch from other gays. And if you hang out with them too much, the gay demons will latch onto you, and then
And
you're
you're
gay
gay.
now. Yeah, so I'm sure you've all been there. I'm sure you've all had your own gay demons. If you're listening to this podcast, definitely.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
Okay, I'm gonna pipe in here, not in a gay way.
Maybe a little.
So this is a conversation I had with Gary. Not really a conversation, more me talking and him having none of it.
I'm sure he was having fun.
Yeah, he posted this office chair for sale. It's actually free, but I'll show Sam here so he can verify. As you can see, it's very beat up. The arms are completely fucking broken on it. Not in
Yeah,
good shape at all.
I mean, you could probably fuck the inside of those arm pieces because they got holes now.
Yeah. But anyways, so it's posted for free. So I messaged this guy. I'm like, I'll take this plus $5 and you drop it off. And he read it and left me on red. Fucking asshole. So then I messaged him again, like a couple hours later, and I said, question mark, interested, let me know. He just said, no, thank you. And I actually sent him three different posts this day because he posted three things. One is a sturdy kitchen table. He wants $75 for it. It's nothing crazy, just a basic.
It's pretty
table.
average table. Pretty sure I've had that in every single home I've ever lived in.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty average table. He wanted $75 for it. I offered him $13.80.
I mean, it's not a bad table. I don't know if I'd say $13 for it.
Yeah, no, but then this guy, he's selling fucking strawberry plants in pots. They're just like those little ceramic pots you can get from the dollar store. Nothing crazy. Maybe like $1.25 pot. 3 strawberry plants per pot, $10 a pot. So I didn't like that price. So I decided to offer him $2.65 per pot, and he just left me on red.
But Nick, what you don't realize is he raised those strawberry plants. It's like he's giving away his own children.
I guess
Okay,
that's true.
how much would you charge somebody for your child, along with a plant or like a pot that you put them in? It's like $1 for the pot, right? But then the emotional baggage.
The emotional baggage, the price that it's gonna cause to fucking get those horrible memories out of your head.
Yeah, it's the price of a couple of booze so he can drink himself to sleep.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Anyways, enough of the Jerry stories. Sam, take her away.
Take who away?
You know, this is our first podcast, guys. So
Give us
know,
a break if we're not super
yeah,
fluent
If
yet.
you think it's bad, fuck off.
I know I'm very great, at least.
Yeah,
My mom, at least, will love the podcast.
yeah. If yeah. Anyways, guys, make sure you subscribe. We're just getting started, but we're doing it. We're really doing it.
Not in a sex way, though.
No,
Unless you're interested in that, then maybe next podcast?
yeah, just audio, phone sex,
Full audio phone sex,
phone
guys.
sex with my
Guys,
mom
leave your
gone
numbers
wrong.
in the comments and we will call you and have phone sex with you on podcast.
Whoa.
If you're interested. If this video hits 10 likes,
10 likes. 10 whole likes.
we will have phone sex with each and every one of you.
This is not true, guys. This is incorrect.
It will
I'm
be
not
very
sure where this
loving. I
information
will
is coming
actually come to you and have sex with you for real if you give me your address. I'll leave my email in a hyperlink in the end of the video so you can come find me and give me your phone number. And I will hold private sessions.
No, that is not allowed. That will get us in very bad legal trouble. For anyone wondering, that is just a joke.
It's definitely just a joke.
It's
not a
just
joke.
Oh, okay. I
Not
want to talk
joking.
about something. Shut up. I want to talk about something. So today we are recording this. Well, I guess it's kind of early on Saturday now. It's like 12:40. So basically, let's call it
Lord's
Friday
time.
night. Let's call it Friday night. So earlier today, I posted a video, and the video was called "My Girlfriend Got Followed," and I just went outside. We went on a walk because we have to walk our dog all the time. So we went on a walk at night, and I took my camera and I just kind of like took some creepy ass shots of me like walking behind her. So it made it look like she was being followed. Then I got home. I got like maybe a minute of footage. I cut it down to like 30 seconds. Put a creepy intro on it. And just said like, I found her. I'll find you too. Like aiming it at myself, not her. So it's really doesn't have anything to do with her other than that she's the subject of that video, which I guess makes it have everything to do with her. Anyways, I posted that video onto Facebook. Well, I posted it to YouTube and then shared it onto Facebook. And on Facebook, it got a terrible fucking reaction. It got about 50 comments, all of which were being like, this is disgusting. There's actually women being kidnapped. And I mean, like, it's obviously a fucking joke. It's a YouTube video. If I was fucking, like, seriously concerned, would you honestly think that my first thought would be to post it to YouTube? That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
That's where you get the most attention. People love finding out people were kidnapped on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, like, it did get a lot of attention, and, like, I don't regret posting it to Facebook because, like, due to that, it now has 460 views, which is about four or five times the amount of views that my vlogs normally get per week. So that was good, and it's not even on a Wednesday. That's a Friday upload.
I'm thinking that the next step is kidnapping somebody for real.
Yeah, the next I'm gonna fucking what's his name? Sam Pepper, who did those kidnapping pranks and actually got like a lot of shit for it.
Hold on, what?
You never heard about that? Sam Pepper, he's a YouTuber, YouTube prankster, like a pretty OG prankster, and he pulled like some fucking crazy intense kidnapping prank where like it seemed pretty fucking real, and yeah, he got in a lot of shit for it. He got like legal trouble. he lost a shit ton of subscribers because like it crossed the line and people were like, "Yo, this isn't cool anymore. This is actually like really screwed up." Which is like kind of how people were treating my video, even though like I don't know, it's not that bad. And another thing in it too, if you guys like have followed the channel for a while, you'd know that like I have made a song before, and in the song, I think I call myself Young Azert, just as like a joke because it's a stupid fucking rap name. And the email that I got that scary video sent from the stalker um, was Azert, but split up with ones in between it. So it was like A1, Z1, E1, and so on. And nobody caught on. And yeah, it just did not get perceived well. And,
Well, it
yeah.
was like a bunch of middle-aged ladies, I think, who were complaining.
It
I don't think
was,
they were going to
yeah.
go back and listen to your rap songs and they'd be like, "Wait a minute, hold on."
I mean, but is that really my fault though? Like, is it my fault that these fucking middle-aged ladies are so gullible that they believe anything is posted to YouTube is real?
Well, it was on AV Chatterbox, I guess.
If
And
it's on
that's
AV
where the news
Chatterbox.
comes from.
Yeah, no, and I like so the first like 5 comments were all like, "Oh, you need to call the police." So I decided to call the non-emergency line just to tell them, and I was like, "Hey, just so you know, I posted this video. It's 100% staged. So if anybody calls saying that like there's a stalker, like it's not real." Even though now that I say that out loud, it makes it sound like
You sound very suspicious.
yeah, it makes it
It
sound
sounds
like
like you
I'm a
actually
stalker.
kidnapped
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah,
And
and
they're
I'm
like,
just
"Okay, well,
trying to fucking get rid of it.
somebody's
So
going to call and say, there's a kidnapper out there." And they're going to be like, "Oh, no, 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 no,
no,
no.
no, no, it's
You're
all good.
wrong, actually. They just called me and said it's fake. So
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but you're just wrong."
yeah, no. So this lady, she's like, "I'm sorry, I don't know what to do with this. Like, I've never dealt with anything like this before." And then she's like, "And I'm also training, so I'm just gonna transfer you to somebody who might know what to do." And then this fucking broad gets on, and she's like, "Uh, is there anything criminal going on?" And I was like, "No, I was just like calling to let you guys know just in case you get any calls." And she's like, "Okay, have a good day, sir." And I was like, "Oh, all right." Hey, Sam, speak about that whole like a and thing.
Oh, like A and An?
Yeah, like and like I have a egg.
Okay, so basically, in grammar, I don't know if you've heard of this, it's pretty revolutionary. There are certain ways to say things that'll make more sense. So you can say, like, "I'm going to a play," or "I'm picking up an egg."
I'm picking up a egg.
You just swap them around. It's like, "I'm going to an play." I'm going to the store. Do you want a egg?
Even though you're saying like a egg, I know it's spelled like a, like
Like,
just the letter
I'm
A,
sorry I don't say a.
but I imagine it as like UH.
Because in
Like
a sentence,
I'm picking up
I'm
a
not gonna
egg.
like actually say like I'm gonna pick up a egg. I guess you can. Hold on, is that how do you
No, you
pronounce
don't
it?
really. Well, I
I
mean,
say
yeah, but who goes to pick up just one egg? Like
me.
if you're going to the store, you're like, I'm gonna go get some eggs. Not I'm gonna go get a egg. I'm gonna go get one egg.
Well, what if you like want some hard boiled egg? So,
No. What if you want some hard boiled egg?
yeah, you go to the store, right? They sell them in like the
No, you're
cartons of
completely
12,
fucking up the pluralness.
and so
It's
you're
it's
like,
either like what if you want a hard boiled egg, not
egg.
some hard boiled egg.
Yeah, can I get a hard boiled egg?
Can I get some hard boiled egg?
I go to the store. Can I get some scrambled egg?
Can I get a scrambled egg? I just want one egg scrambled.
Yeah, can I buy this packet of 12? But once I buy it, can you just like throw out the other 11? I don't want them. I'd rather just the egg.
Yeah. So earlier today, when me and Sam, my buddy here, were debating on what to do for the podcast, I brought up the episode of Family Guy where Peter has his own podcast, and it's literally just him naming types of hats. And I was like, huh, we could do this. So let's dedicate this segment of the podcast to naming types of hats. Sam, got any hats?
Okay, but his hats were like not regular names. Is that what we're looking for? Or
I don't
like
know. Just name your hats. We got fireman's hat,
fedora,
Adora hat.
trilby,
Oh, you said fedora hat. I thought you said Adora hat, like Dora the Explorer. We got
adora
a
hat.
baseball cap. Got a hockey helmet. It's
These are
kind
some
of
good
bad.
hats.
We got the Sherlock Holmes hat.
Man, those are some cool ones. You got like two baseball caps put on like opposite ways to look like a cowboy hat.
And then we got a cowboy hat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a little farther.
We got one of them Jewish hats.
A yarmulke?
Yeah, the little black beanie.
Yarmulke?
A yarmulke.
I wear one of those every time I take a shower.
And that was Hats with Nick and Sam.
Welcome back to Hats, part 2.
We just do back-to-back.
Hope you enjoyed the intermission there for a second.
There's just enough time to grab your popcorn, grab your cola, and get ready for the next
Hope
segment.
you enjoyed your bathroom breaks. Welcome back to Hats 2.
Could you imagine if, during our podcast, if we took a bathroom break, we just keep it running?
Just leave it in silence.
Rather than cut it out.
I mean, that could be the intermission.
Yeah, we'll be like, okay, guys, if you have to use the bathroom, use it now. We're going to go use it. We use it together at the same time just to save time.
We both had a very large dinner. We'll probably be maybe an hour even. So
so we're just going to leave it running. That's why this podcast is 3 hours long.
Yeah, we actually only talked for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
These are just some monstrous shits. Nick, you had a shit earlier. Tell me how it was.
I did have a shit, and honestly, it was a little alarming because the first wipe, I looked down at the paper as one does. If you wipe and okay, let me just ask this. Let's take a quick break in this question. When you shit and you wipe, are you looking at the paper after?
I look at the paper every time, Nick. I gotta know my progress.
Exactly.
How am I doing?
And then before you flush, do you look back at your shit?
Of course I look back. I gotta see my work.
Okay, yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one. And clearly, anybody who fucking lies and says that, they don't look back, you're a fucking liar.
Well, that's some confidence. You're like, okay, I'm not worried about clogging the toilet here.
No,
I can't risk that.
No, that's like the people that say they don't look at the toilet paper after they wipe. If you don't, how do you know you got a clean ass?
These people are really walking around with filthy asses. Okay, Nick, how do you feel? Some people don't wipe. Guarantee it.
That's bad.
Guaranteed.
Bad.
Some people will not wipe.
That's bad. That's okay. I guarantee you, I want to say 50% of people don't wash their hands after they shit. Which...
Okay, after peeing, sometimes I won't.
After peeing...
Which I'm gonna say that you should wash your hands after every time you go to the bathroom because there's germs everywhere anyways.
And
but
okay, so peeing,
I'm sometimes really lazy. I'm not going anywhere or touching anything.
Yeah, no, and I feel like peeing, a lot of people don't wash their hands.
Not I actually use my mind to control my penis, so I never even touch my hands.
Yeah, I think women can get away with it easier because, guys, we can't just pee and not touch anything. We gotta grab it. Grab it.
We actually have a friend who says they never touched their penis.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I don't know how true this is. They do have a fleshlight though, so technically things could work out.
I guess so, but they get fucking barbecue tongs when they have to piss. I mean, I guess that's.
They use chopsticks.
Yeah, but okay. So, back to I was explaining my shit. So I'm shitting. I look down at the paper. It's red, right? Not beet blood red or anything. Just brown with a tinge of red.
I know what red blood red poop looks like.
Yeah, no, but I was a little curious. I don't know what's that caused by. That's green poop. What is green poop caused by?
Well, green poop is caused by certain things in your diet, I think.
But what? What triggers it? How does it just turn green?
Well, I can't say for everything, but I do know at McDonald's there's this special shake called the Shamrock Shake, and after drinking that,
turns your shit green.
I will definitely say my shit was green every single time, 100% of the time.
Yeah, but I mean that makes sense. But you can I don't know. I've once before just had what I felt to be a normal. A normal day of eating. No, I don't have fucking green infused meals, and my shits are just green.
Well, my name is Sam, so I'm actually legally obligated to have green eggs and ham every single day. So
that's true. Any eggs you have are green. They're rotten.
Actually, I used to say that because people used to ask me it a lot. They'd be like, "Sam, you like green eggs and ham?" And then me, I'm very smart, so I'd say no. If they're green, that means it's either painted or rotten. You're fucking dumb.
You're fucking dumb.
And so I actually went to Christian camp one time, and on orientation day, the very first thing anybody said to me was that.
Do you like green eggs and ham?
And so I gave them that classic line, and then I don't
they
think they
never
ever talked
to you again.
I really don't think they ever did.
That's hilarious.
They just, I'm very cool. But that same year, I did make some friends, because I wore a clip-on tie every day,
Ooh,
and so they would call me Tie Guy.
tie guy. Wow.
Yeah. But also, what was less cool is in my Christian camp, you could sign up to be like a little, not a manager, but you could like make some made up rules for the week that you're there.
What are those called? Camp leaders
I guess yeah, like a camp leader.
type type
But
type of deal.
I was like, okay, I'll volunteer, but I don't want anybody to see my face. So I like wrapped a bandana around my head, put on some
Fucking some
glasses, and
hood
put the
shit
hat on.
in the hood gone wrong.
And so I went up there.
Gang
Nobody knew
shit.
who I was. Um,
You got shot and died.
and people were giving like regular reasons to like why they should be the camp leader. And it got to me, and I couldn't think of anything. So I was like, I'll make candy vending machines. And then
I wear a tie every day.
everybody booed at me, and I cried underneath my little mask.
That's sad.
Uh, I have nightmares every day.
So, the one time that I went to summer camp, I only went to it once, and it was like I want to say like a 4-day summer camp. It was called Battleship Summer Camp or Battleship Island, but it wasn't actually on an island. What are you looking at?
Why poop scream?
Oh, nice.
I'm looking it up.
So yeah, back to the story. I went to a summer camp called Battleship Island, and this kid named Jaden was there, and he made a fucking knife.
And
The guy made a knife. Like he found like a sharp rock, wrapped some rope around it, like a handle type thing, like a cushion kind of. And
He's like
he,
straight up making prison shivs.
yeah, like actually, he was making a fucking shiv. He just carried around with it. Meanwhile, we're like fucking like maybe 12.
This is battleship camp.
This battleship, yeah.
This
so
guy's like straight up in a war.
yeah, he's actually getting ready to fucking.
He
go
actually
at it.
thinks you're going into a battleship.
Yeah.
And you're actually gonna be fighting for your life.
Yeah. So have you found out why shit is green?
Well, basically, it just says that's due to like leafy greens and things that have high chlorophyll, like plants.
Yeah, plants, leafy greens.
And also, it just says diarrhea. so,
Why is my shit green?
say,
Diarrhea.
like certain foods and drinks can have a significant effect on poop color. Poop can turn green due to diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
And if it's always green or always a different color, go to a doctor.
How? Okay, what is considered always green? Like, say you take 2 shits a day. What's the average amount of shits? How many shits do you take per day?
Well, I'm lactose intolerant, right? But I do not steer away from dairy at all.
Yeah, you had an ice cream today. Since
So,
I've been with you
I
since
take
8 o'clock.
I take a number of shits a day, and if I don't, I get a lot of stomach problems. So
Yeah, I normally take, I want to say 2 per day, like 1 in the morning, one like
I'm gonna say like a regular day, probably about 2.
yeah.
But if I have a lot of dairy, sometimes I can have like 5 poops a day.
Oh my god.
But technically, it's
Are
not
they
it's not a
solid?
regular day because I don't sleep till like 5 in the morning, and so I'm counting those ones when I'm still awake.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
No,
So-
they're not mostly solid. Definitely,
No, they're runny.
yeah. It's like explosions. It's like a shotgun, right?
Goddamn. Like a fucking shotgun.
Yeah, and so it's like, and then it's, and then it's out there, you know. Sorry, that sounded rude on the mic.
Oh man, when I just recreated that, all I realized is that I just fucking blew into the mic, so it's just gonna sound like a bunch of wind.
Sorry, fellas. I know you're looking forward to it. If you're asleep into this podcast because it's very relaxing, we have very soothing voices.
Yeah,
Too
man,
bad.
podcasting is great. Like when I shoot videos, it takes so much work, but like podcasting, we're just fucking laying on the couch talking.
Hey, no, we're in an
It's
office.
fantastic.
This is
Oh,
we're
yeah,
very-
sorry.
I actually am dressed up. I have
Yeah.
a tie.
Yeah, right now we're on the casting couch, just where we
The casting couch where like porn stars go,
no,
and like have
where we like hire new employees. You know,
the
since we're at the office.
like the casting couch from Pornhub.
No, not that casting couch.
That's the only casting couch there is, Nick.
Well,
It just gets moved to different locations.
Could you imagine? There's just a bunch of different like, what are those called? Do they call them channels?
Channels, hold on.
like I don't know, like different like porn, like people that post porn. Is that like their channel? Like is that like their YouTube channel but for porn?
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my porn video. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of me fucking myself.
Before we get into the video, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Buy my merch. Link in the description.
Now, guys, I've been a victim of some controversy lately, but I just want to say no, I'm not suffering from gonorrhea. No, I do not have a blue waffle. Okay, it was just for a video. I thought that it'd be interesting. Uh, Clearly, you guys were not into it, so I'll stop. So please just check out the next video to get back to the regular content. Wait, what are we talking about?
I don't even know anymore.
Casting couch, right? Why'd you bring up their channels?
I don't even know. Okay, guys, if you're actually listening this far into the podcast, comment down below what you think we should name the podcast, because we really don't have a name yet.
I mean, there is the name generator we can always lean back on. Those are some pretty good options. Oh, right, the poop thing. I actually learned some new information.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Apparently, something called bile pigment, which literally, bile is like the thing in your puke,
stomach acid, right? Yeah.
Stool may be green due to bile pigment in the stool, so it's because of your acid, I guess.
Yeah.
If food moves too quickly through the intestine, bile pigment can't break down sufficiently. So the color, I guess, won't go away too fast.
Yeah, it stays there. That kind of makes sense.
So it just depends on how fast you're digesting, I guess. So technically, if you're getting green poop for no reason, you're just speed running pooping.
Yeah, so it's like if you fucking eat some greasy shit and shit instantly, there's a better chance of it being green because it didn't have enough time to be digested.
That's what I'm picking up. But if any poop experts are in the chat, just leave a
comment down
leave a
below.
poop review.
Yeah, send us pics of your shit.
Yeah, Nick, you were big on the poop pics for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Weren't you on an actual app where you just shared and rated poop pictures?
No, I did not.
There was something like that.
There is something like that, but that wasn't me. I had no fucking correlation to that.
Who was on that?
I don't know. It wasn't me though. I did hear about it though. But yeah, there is an app where people send in their shit pics and you rate them.
There was
I want to say it's just called Rate My Shit.
Was it you who sent a group chat your poop and you're like, it's a gingerbread man?
Yeah, it was. So I was staying over at my friend William's house, and William actually watches the videos, so he might be listening to this.
I don't know if he'd make it. I mean, he's been doing some stuff lately, so I guess he could listen to this while he's just beating off. Yeah. William, if you're beating off while listening to this, I'm gonna get a bit sensual for you. Just stroke a little bit slower.
No, I've been talking to him a lot. We have been Snapchatting lots. Sending him a Snapchat right now. William, me and Sam here are doing the podcast, and we were just talking about how I used to stay over at your house and send shit pics to the group chat. So yeah, I'll just send that to him. But yeah, so I was at his house, and I took a Whopper in the toilet, and it resembled like a gingerbread man. So I took a picture and I sent it to the guys because I thought it'd be good. There's also another one where I think it was also at William's house actually.
It's all the time at Williams. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Some about him give you special poops.
Yeah, I guess so. Where I took I'll talk on that after. Where I took a massive shit, and it splattered all over the toilet because I remembered captioning it with splatter damage. Do you remember that, Sam?
I don't remember this, but I'm kind of glad I don't. It doesn't sound like a good image.
It's pretty good, but okay. So now that we're talking about going over to William's house, so one thing that we used to always do is fucking walk down to the grocery store, like the one close to his house. You know what it is? I'm not gonna name it.
Yeah, just down the road.
Yeah. And we would get this popcorn called Jolly Time Blasto Butter.
I don't remember this either. That sounds awesome.
And it was just fucking like a microwave popcorn, but it was drenched in butter. And I mean, that definitely has direct correlation to me taking shits all the time at William's house.
There's actually, I thought that your body just knew. It's oh, this is William's porcelain throne.
We've entered William's house.
You're marking your territory. Like dogs pee to mark their territory, you fucking destroy their toilet.
Destroy his toilet, man.
You make gingerbreads.
Yeah, it was always in his downstairs bathroom too. The one that has this, he's got a sauna in his bathroom that the whole time I've known him, it's never actually ran or been a sauna. It's just had paint cans.
Before recently said that it started working.
Oh, damn.
And he went in there with his brother.
Damn. Cool.
So I hope they were naked.
Hopefully. But yeah, for the longest time, I remember going over to his house. Anytime I'd be sitting on the toilet, there was just paint cans in there because they were renovating it or whatever. But yeah, good times. Good times.
Speaking of paint cans, how far up your ass could you fit one?
Depends. Are we talking a 5-gallon or just the little samplers?
Definitely not a sampler. That'd be way too easy. I got a couple up there right now.
You talking just a basic,
the fucking
couple liter.
You buy a thing.
Yeah, normal size paint can.
Your average paint can in the ass.
Your average paint can. I could probably not fit Annie. I honestly don't think I'd be able to squeeze it in there.
I mean, what I'm thinking you could do is you may not be able to get the can, but the handle I feel you could bend with some effort. So you could flatten that up
Definitely.
and then just like stick the tip in there, right? And then you basically can say you fucked the paint can.
I guess so. You kind of have only like fucked part of the paint can though. All right. Well, I think we should.
Is that a good place to end, Nick? The poop paint or the fucking a paint can? Is that
Well,
what you want to end this
it's
on?
where we're gonna end because we've been podcasting. I don't know. We've been talking now for almost like 35 minutes. So I think that's good enough for our first podcast. What do you think?
I'm thinking, yeah, we're probably at a good spot, but we should think of something better to end it on.
No, I think we should leave them wondering with the poop and paint cans.
Yeah, they're gonna go home. Like if you're not already home, maybe you're listening to this at work.
If you're not home, yeah. If you're listening in the car, make sure you listen. I think this is gonna be this first one, anyways, is only available on YouTube because as of now we don't know where else to upload it. So
Do not understand how to upload podcasts.
yeah, no. So we're just gonna upload it as a YouTube video, which is gonna be good. So make sure you like and subscribe, and comment down below if you like the podcast.
Don't
Comment
forget
what you want it to be named.
The names, your poop reviews.
Yep.
Your how far you can fit the paint can in your ass.
Yeah. And if you want to send us some pictures of your shit, send it to broskimoski@gmail.com.
You'll definitely appreciate that one.
Yeah.
I actually have a like an album I'm making just of people's poop.
Fan shits. That'd be so fucking weird. Oh, okay. Before we end it. What's your favorite podcast of all time? The one you listen to most.
I listen to this one called the Super Mega Cast.
You've told me about that.
It's by these guys called Super Mega.
Yeah.
And that's as far as I'm going to go because I just got reminded that you don't like the way I pronounced ice cream before.
God damn it. Okay. The podcast is not done, guys. So earlier, Sam's got an ice cream. And he says, ice cream. Like, who says that? He's like, oh, yeah, I have an ice cream.
Well, I'm not wrong.
No, but you pronounce it as like two separate words. It's ice cream, not ice cream.
Well, it's cream that is iced. It's
hey, would you like an ice cream?
Would you like an iced cream?
No, an iced cream. Okay, we're fucking ending the podcast. We're done. Okay, yeah. So favorite podcast of all time. Yours is Super Mega Podcast.
Super Mega Cast.
All right, I watch like two main ones probably.
Like I forget what it's called. Paul something.
Oh, okay, 3, yeah. So Logan Paul's podcast actually isn't bad at all. It's got really high production quality too, obviously, since he fucking is loaded. So
he took a loan off of us, by the way.
Yeah, you're welcome, Logan. No, but so Logan Paul's Impulsive Podcast.
My podcast.
Yeah, as well as Ethan Klein's H3H3 podcast, which I don't think he's been doing lately, but he did upload one today.
Did he?
Yeah, which I think is the first one in a while.
Who's on?
And the last one is David Dobrik and Jason Nash's Views podcast. It's only like
Dobrik one of like the Dobrik twins?
No.
Is that like
David Dobrik? He's fucking huge on YouTube. He's a vlogger. He makes not daily vlogs. I think 2 or 3 times a week. But every vlog is only 4 minutes and 20 seconds long.
Okay, because I was thinking, how can you spend that much time of your week?
No. I mean, like, he does record a lot and is very fucking talented, and his videos are great and get like 6 million views a video, which is crazy.
I mean, not as good as ours, but
yeah, no, like
he's getting close.
Yeah, this one we're probably gonna pull in like a whole 15 to 30 views. Maybe.
And it's like a slow day.
Yeah, but yeah, so those are my top 3 for sure. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening. I was gonna say thanks for watching, but
thanks for watching.
You're kind of watching. You're watching just a picture.
Yeah, what's the picture gonna be, Nick?
I don't know yet. We'll figure something out by the time this is posted.
Why don't we put a picture of a gingerbread man, and then
we'll
understand why later.
All right. Yeah, that's a good one. All right. So yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you tune in. When are we posting this? Let's post this on Monday. It's Saturday today. We can get it ready and post it for Monday.
We would do it tomorrow, but Saturday I gotta go to church. Sunday I gotta go to church again. It's the Lord's Day.
True. And we got to make sure we give us enough time, because if we're going to do this once a week, I'm only off 2 days a week. So
yeah, for my shift, it sometimes depends. Sometimes I get 1 day off. Sometimes I get 2. Some days like this, I have the whole week off.
The whole week
I
off.
worked Monday, Tuesday, and Sunday this week.
Thank you, employer.
So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, if any brands want to sponsor us, send us free shit. We don't even need payment. Just send us free shit. That'll be cool enough.
Gucci, looking at you.
Yeah, looking at you, Gucci. No, but honestly though, if any audio companies feel like hooking up a couple of podcasters that have absolutely no viewers, no brand recognition,
I
no
do
brand
voices,
stability.
So I mean,
Yeah,
if you're looking for some very amateur voice acting,
yeah, yeah, just send us your stuff. Send us some mics. Anyways, I've said anyways. That's the end of the podcast 5 times now. So this is the end of the podcast, guys.
This is it?
Yeah, this is it. Make sure you like and subscribe.
I'm putting my pants back on. That's how you know it's over.
Yeah. I just looked down at your pants to see if you were actually wearing pants, and you are. Now
I am. Before I was rocking the long johns, remember?
Yeah. New podcasts every single Monday, as well as I post my weekly vlogs every single Wednesday. Sam, you got anything else you want to promote?
Please come to my mom's funeral. It'll be 123 Charnel Lane.
This is a joke. It's a brutal joke, but it's a joke.
Please come. She didn't have many family or friends other than
Okay,
me.
that's the end of the podcast. Thanks so much for listening, guys.
She'd really appreciate it if some people could just come on by, maybe stop by.
We will catch you next Monday, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one.
It's been a blast.